Straight to our top focus. Did the government of Delhi exaggerate the capital's oxygen crisis during the second COVID-19 wave? Well, an interim report, and this is the subgroup report which has been filed in the Supreme Court, has suggested the Kejriwal government inflated the oxygen needs by at least 4 times than the actual consumption. Let's take a look at the report and its salient features first, because, ladies and gentlemen, whether there was an exaggeration in terms of the need or there is some problem as far as the calculation is concerned, because nobody can deny the fact that people died because of the lack of oxygen in the country's capital. Take a look.
April-May 2021, the national capital left gasping for its breath. Scenes that we will never forget. But a question now arises. Was this the result of a shortage of oxygen or just plain mismanagement? An interim report by the Supreme Court Audit Committee has raised serious questions of the Kejriwal government's handling of the oxygen crisis.
अब दिल्ली के अंदर ऑक्सीजन की कमी होने लगी है, रेमडेसिविर की कमी होने लगी है। आज मैंने काफ़ी लंबी एक चीज़ के ऊपर मीटिंग ली थी सभी ऑफिसर्स के साथ।
Remember these pleas for oxygen from Chief Minister Kejriwal? Well, it turns out that the government had greatly exaggerated the oxygen demand up to 300% more than what was required. Changed calculation formulas, missing data, and simple clerical errors leading to huge changes in the end product. All of this means that the oxygen requirement of Delhi during the peak of the pandemic is under question as far as the task force on oxygen usage set up by the Supreme Court is concerned. Questions are not only being asked about the Delhi government's role, but also how exactly did the hospitals make their reports. The task force interim report has been submitted to the Apex Court via an affidavit filed by the Health Ministry, and a political war of words has broken out even as the task force still waits for correct data. The BJP has lashed out at the Aam Aadmi Party government, accusing Kejriwal of depriving other states of much needed oxygen.
Mr. Arvind Kejriwal was unprepared for the second wave despite the warning by the central government, and because he was only consumed in advertisements, he failed in his duty, and to cover up his mistakes, all he tried was to shift the onus to the central government.
थोड़ी भी अगर शर्म है तो बाहर आके प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करें और देश की जनता से, दिल्ली की जनता से नहीं, देश की जनता से माफ़ी मांगे, क्योंकि उन्हीं की वजह से और उन्हीं की घनौनी ये राजनीति की वजह से पूरे देश में पैनिक क्रिएट किया गया, और इसी तरीके की वो राजनीति करते भी आए हैं। तो बाहर आइए, देश की जनता से माफी मांगिए।
But the Kejriwal government has dismissed all criticism. Their defense, believe it or not, is to claim that there is no such report.
हमने इस ऑक्सीजन कमेटी के, इस ऑक्सीजन ऑडिट कमेटी के सदस्यों से बात की, कई सदस्यों से बात की है। सबका ये कहना है कि उन्होंने तो कोई रिपोर्ट साइन ही नहीं की। भारतीय जनता पार्टी के नेता सुबह से जिस तथाकथित रिपोर्ट के हवाले से अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को गाली दिए जा रहे हैं, वैसी कोई रिपोर्ट एग्जिस्ट ही नहीं करती।
Under fire, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal made an emotional appeal. He said his only fault was that he fought for the breath of 2 crore people. With Nalini and Anisha Mathur in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, there are so many questions that come to your mind when you are, in fact, seeing this politics. Those scenes still very fresh as far as at least my memory is concerned. I was there on the ground reporting from one hospital outside one hospital to another. Those who were denying patients admission to patients because they did not have enough oxygen. There are certain questions that have come out as far as this report is concerned. I just want to put these questions out before I take you to my guest this evening for the 6 p.m. Prime Face-Off. What was the formula that was relied upon preparing this report? What is the formula that has been the subcommittee has in fact relied upon? Why is the report not signed by the panel members? if there was no shortage of oxygen, why did so many hospitals issue oxygen crisis SOS every single day? Why did they run to the courts? Why were people in unending queues if there was no shortfall of oxygen? If oxygen was not utilized optimally, who should be responsible? A hospital or the government of Delhi? Does the panel mean that the oxygen shortage in Delhi was artificial? If there was excess oxygen coming in Delhi, where was this oxygen going, at all? These are some questions that immediately come to our mind, and we'll keep asking these questions. And to get more clarity, this is not something, ladies and gentlemen, that can be forgotten, because we have to learn our lessons. COVID is not over. These things may happen again as well. So let me now bring my guest at this moment, RP Singh. Sardar RP Singh of the Bharatiya Janata Party is joining us this evening. Jasmine Shah, spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party, is also with us this evening. Thank you, gentlemen. Good evening and welcome to 6 p.m. Prime Face Off. Jasmine, I want to start with you first, because there is a very peculiar thing that we heard today. The report which Manish Sisodia came out and completely dismissed, which he said that there is no such report which has been submitted to the Supreme Court. Well, I can tell you the Supreme Court registry has confirmed this. This is the subcommittee report which was in fact mandated by the court itself to audit the usage of the oxygen as far as government, or as far as Delhi is concerned. Why would you just come out and deny this report? There are members of your own government part of this subcommittee.
Ankit, let me first clarify what Deputy CM Mr. Manish Sisodia has said today. He has said that no such report has been approved or signed by the members of the committee. Now, if the central government, under the call and beck and call of the BJP leaders, has decided to go ahead and unilaterally concoct a report, which is what has happened, that's the reality. Because none of the members of the panel are coming forward and saying, yes, we have signed this document and here's our signed document. So it's very unfortunate. The entire world knows that when the oxygen crisis happened, Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal was awake 24 hours, making calls, responding to SOS calls of hospitals, trying to urge the center to give oxygen, going and even knocking the doors of the Supreme Court, whereas the Prime Minister and the entire BJP leadership was busy fighting elections in West Bengal.
Jasmine, before it gets more political, I want to ask you something. Jasmine, before it gets more political, I want to ask you something, because I understand that, this just seems quite bizarre that there were people dying because of lack of oxygen, and we are being told that there was no such crisis. But Jasmine, how do you explain? You've been saying that it has not been signed. The report has a letter by Mr. Buddhi Raja, which is a dissent letter, which has been attached in this report. The letter by the government of Delhi is also part of this report. All that I am asking you at this moment, Jasmine, is it just not blatant, politics when we just come out and dismiss this? It has been made at the headquarters of the government of BJP. It is a Supreme Court mandated committee, with the members of this committee are the chairman of AIIMS, Mr. Guleria. There is a bureaucrat from your government who is part of this report. Mr. Buddhi Raja, a very well respected doctor, is part of this panel, and you are coming and telling me that all of these people have not presented any report, has been concocted?
Absolutely, Ankit. Have you seen, let me ask you a simple question for your viewers' clarity. Have you seen a report like this which has sign of all the members of the committee saying that this is the final report?
It's an interim report.
Have you seen that?
It's an interim report, so they don't need to sign it. The final report will have the signatures.
There is no interim report which has signature and approval of the members of the committee.
Okay.
And we have gone on fact, we have gone on record at the level of the Deputy CM, who made a press conference announcement today that this report such a report which has been claimed.
Sir, I'm
now,
sorry.
Center is in its full liberty to submit anything it wants to the Supreme Court.
Okay.
But does not itself make it an authentic version of any report.
But what Mr. Manish Sisodia is also saying can't be taken as the gospel truth or the fact, because this is a part of the document in the Supreme Court. We'll have to wait and see whether the Supreme Court, what they have to say on that. But Sardar RP Singh, and I want to break it down and come to various aspects of it. One is the denial of this report. The other is, of course, the huge claim, an embarrassing claim which has been made in this report of exaggeration as far as the oxygen crisis is concerned. Sardar RP Singh, the Aam Aadmi Party's first line of defense is that they have denied that these reports exist. How do you answer the question that why is a report or a document submitted in the Supreme Court doesn't even have the signature of the members, those who were part of this committee?
Ankit, you yourself confirmed that your channel would have confirmed that the report has been submitted in Supreme Court, and you can confirm it from the Supreme Court. Today, in the pandemic times, things are moving digitally. They don't need signature also. Things move digitally, one thing. But you said that there's some problem in calculation of the oxygen. I mean, where you brought a point that was there a problem in calculation of the oxygen, or was this a real problem? Let's come to the issue. Report is there, there's no doubt. The 125-page report. You have the copy, I have the copy. They want to deny it, they can keep denying it because they are caught now. And let me remind you also, I have a date by this data during those period of oxygen shortage. First day 490 metric ton, second day we need 590 metric ton, third day we need 7 metric ton, fourth day 770 metric ton, and then 900 metric ton, and then 1000 plus metric ton. But when Supreme Court said we'll let's audit it, they said, oh, हमारे पास तो surplus है यार, गाड़ियाँ खड़ी हैं, कोई आकर ले जाओ, फालतू पड़ी है हमारे पास तो. Remember that? Chief Minister saying, we have a surplus oxygen here, why don't Haryana or UP come and take from us? Sir, it was other way around. People in Haryana, UP, Punjab, Rajasthan suffered because of surplus oxygen being supplied there, and there was a shortage there.
Sardar RP Singh, are you suggesting, sir, that Delhi never had an oxygen shortfall, that there was no crisis? All the hospitals, those who were going to the courts for urgent hearing, asking them, we were counting hours, sir. I was reporting outside hospitals. You were, in fact, helping hospitals get oxygen. Gautam Gambhir was helping, so was Aam Aadmi Party leaders, so were Congress leaders. So was all that concocted?
Sir, thank you so much. That's what I'm saying. There was a mismanagement on part of Delhi government, that they couldn't manage it properly. They couldn't do the distribution properly to the hospitals. Let me name 2 hospitals. Let me give you part of the report where 2 hospitals have been named. Those 2 hospitals don't have that much of bed for the number of the oxygen, the sort of metric ton of oxygen which was given. Sangar Hospital, Aruna Safed Road, it was mentioned in the report. And there's another Life Ray Hospital in Moral Town. They have very few beds and more oxygen was given.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying, that there was no planning for distribution of oxygen.
Jasmine, so the charge is that the government of Delhi could not manage the crisis. You had the supply. You were not able to, in fact, foresee it. You were not able to plan it properly. Neither you had the channels to, in fact, make sure that the distribution is proper to the hospitals. And that created an artificial shortage as far as this entire oxygen crisis is concerned, resulting into death of people.
Ankit, first let me say that the entire world knows that when we had the worst outbreak of the pandemic anywhere in the world so far, what our Prime Minister and Home Minister were busy doing. So let's not talk about who mismanaged this entire crisis, and even as on date, the vaccination rollout has been botched up.
Jasmine, but the government of Delhi would at least take some responsibility. The government of Delhi will take responsibility of the organization and, of course, the distribution of oxygen in Delhi. Let's not get into the political rhetoric. We've had too many debates about it. The simple charge is, sir, that the government of Delhi mismanaged. How do you respond to that?
No, absolutely not. Yeah, so I'll respond to that. Ankit, you are aware, first of all, for Mr. RP Singh and any BJP leader or spokesperson to come and say that there was never a shortage of oxygen and we have always supplied oxygen, then tell me why so many adverse High Court and Supreme Court orders were passed against the central government telling them that this is your duty. And finally, the oxygen management was taken by the Honorable Supreme Court in their own hand because they knew that central government is incapable of managing this crisis. Now, coming to Delhi, Delhi is not an industrial state. We do not produce oxygen. And second, control of the entire oxygen apparatus for the entire country.
Right.
So we could only go to the center, and every single day, you are aware about, we would raise daily, we would share the number of daily SOS calls.
Okay.
How many hospitals had to approach the court? So there was
Sardar RP Singh.
Complete 24/7.
Okay, Sardar RP Singh. The fact is that oxygen is not something that the government of Delhi could have hidden. They were at that point of time crying that they don't have any storage. If excess oxygen was coming into Delhi, sir, the logical answer would be then where is that oxygen?
Am I supposed to speak, or Mr. Shah will answer that?
It's for you, sir. If the excess oxygen was coming into Delhi, where is that oxygen? I mean, Delhi, it's not a commodity the Delhi government could have hidden, right?
Sir, I'll send you videos where oxygen was there outside the stations, out in Delhi only. There are videos on record during that period only, and then they were making artificial scarcity of the oxygen. And then again, they are saying Supreme Court said so. This is the Supreme Court formed committee. Sir, this is not my committee. The audit committee has been formed by Supreme Court, administered by Supreme Court. There's a health secretary of Delhi government in this committee itself, and he is part of the committee who has filed the report. He can't deny that. Delhi government can't run away from this. When Maharashtra could manage with some 275 metric ton for 90,000 patients, and for 90,000 patients, and for 95,000 patients, Delhi was asking 1,000 plus metric ton. But there was a complete chaos being created intentionally because they failed. I remember on your channel itself, I remember 15th April, please ask your producer to ask your research team to give it to you. Mr. Kejriwal said, हम घर oxygen पहुंचा देंगे, हम घर में oxygen पहुंचा सकते हैं. And after when cases started going, a lot of deaths can I complete? Ankit, please. When deaths started happening, so the best way was to put the blame on the center.
Where
oxygen
is the authentic report, Mr. Singh? Do you have any answer to that?
Sardar RP Singh, hold on. The officer that you are talking about, has also put a dissent letter on the way this entire calculation has been done in that report itself. So whether the Delhi government acknowledges or not, but there are two dissent letters as well in the way this has been calculated. I request both of you to stay on with me. During this entire crisis, and especially those 9 days when beds were not available, when oxygen was not available, people were dying, I was out on the field. And if there was excess oxygen coming into the national capital, I don't know who was hoarding it, because on the ground, ladies and gentlemen, there were people, those who were dying for the lack of oxygen. If hospitals were asking the government to give them oxygen, and government was only responding to SOS, why was it that one after another, from the High Court to the Supreme Court, instructions were being given to the central government, asking the central government, are you incapable of handling this? And then the question comes to the government of Delhi. What is it that you were waiting for? Because look at this ground report. I just want to remind our viewers, if there was no shortage of oxygen, if there was excess oxygen in Delhi, who will give answer to the people, those who I found in the condition that I did when the pandemic was at its peak? Hospital after hospital in the national capital are reporting shortage of oxygen supply. SOS, in fact, was sent out in the afternoon today by the St. Stephen's Hospital, where they said that more than 300 patients of COVID-19 who are on oxygen supply, their welfare and treatment would be impacted if they desperately don't get refill of their oxygen. They had only 2 hours of supply left. These workers going in panic right now are taking cylinders inside the ICU of the Shanti Mukund Hospital, which is in East Delhi. One after another, these cylinders are being taken inside in panic because the hospital has run out of their supply of liquid oxygen and their supplier has not sent them their daily quota. Sardar RP Singh, if there was excess oxygen coming into Delhi, please tell me, who should these people, those who have lost their lives and people, those who could not get oxygen, go to right now?
Ankit, you won't accept it. The Chief Minister's hand are red of blood of people who died in Delhi and states where oxygen was diverted to Delhi, including Punjab. Let's understand this. When oxygen was given, it was not being properly distributed. Oxygen companies were saying that we want to give oxygen to a particular hospital. They are denying us to give it. There's a Mr.
Sir, then why was the government of Delhi? Sardar RP Singh, why was the government? I will, sir, just one. I'm just adding to it. You complete your point. I'm just adding to it. Why was the government of India increasing the allocation of Delhi if Delhi was inflating their numbers?
Sir, because they were going to court and asking the court to give orders. But remember that Batra hospital case.
Because you were deaf and mute to the
Jasmine, hold on.
Sir,
Jasmine, hold on. Not fair. Jasmine, hold on. Let Sardar RP Singh complete his argument. I'll give you a chance to respond to what Sardar RP Singh is saying. Sardar RP Singh, please continue.
Ankit, let's understand what was happening on ground. There was oxygen being supplied, not being given. There were doctors, there were hospital doctors. I'm naming the doctor, Dr. Gupta. Batra said we kept calling the number, and on one of the channels, probably your Hindi channel, they called up the number which was given. No one picked up the phone. There was no officer to coordinate. There was no proper coordination. It's not recorded on your Hindi channel.
There is no denying those were almost the days from hell that Delhi went through. But Jasmine, the government of Delhi can't just hide behind the fact that, oh, this is an interim report, no signature has been done. Whether it was 4 times, 2 times, 3 times, you can argue on the formula. The fact is, Jasmine, people suffered under your watch.
Ankit, we are not saying, unlike the BJP, which wants to wish that everything was wonderful, this was the best managed COVID crisis anywhere in the world, we are coming and we are forthright saying that this was an unprecedented crisis. But as Delhi government and within the powers that we had of oxygen distribution, we have done the best job possible. And it was when the deaths were happening day in and day out, and center was not even willing to listen, that we went to the courts. Why did the courts listen to us? If center had such a great logic, and if they think that all the tankers were parked in Aam Aadmi Party office rather than sending to hospitals, I mean, what kind of bizarre and irrational argument?
Bizarre and irrational argument is also the fact of completely denying an existence of a report, and bizarre and logic is also that there was nothing happening in Delhi. Artificial or not, ladies and gentlemen, this needs thorough investigation because lives have been lost. Above politics, it needs an investigation, whether the centre was responsible or Mr. Kejriwal. The fact is, people have lost their lives. I thank both you gentlemen, Jasmine and Sardar RP Singh, for sparing the time out and speaking to us here on India Today. This is a story, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm going to keep a very, very close eye, because I seriously cannot forget the kind of images that I saw when the crisis was at its peak. It was heartbreaking. It was depressing. Time for us to take a very short break on the broadcast right now. On the other side, we'll shift focus to Maharashtra, where record